Hello, hello. Yo, what's up, chat? Oh, wait, you're saying things that you're not supposed to see it. Or should I talk about it already? I don't know. Nah, no, I don't know. I got caught red-handed. I guess it's time to talk about it, guys. Okay. Yes, I got some new cool news to share, I guess. You guys are gonna be the first ones to know about it, but I guess there's no reason not to share it. We're gonna be, you remember we were sponsored by AMD last race, and they were a title sponsor, and we had the CPU installed in all at the race events. Well, what the cool thing is that we're gonna be using them at home as well. So a bunch of players, almost everyone at Echo, is gonna be receiving them for home as well. Yeah, there you go. Tac tac. Oh. Wait, am I holding it upside down? There you go. It's the AMD Ryzen 7 9800 XTD is the model we got, and it's also the one we used at the race. And it's pretty nice. I also got the other upgrades that I needed to even plug it in because my motherboard was too old and stuff. Yeah, really cool for a lot of Echo players, like pretty much everyone. Unless they're like really new player or already had like a really sick PC, they didn't really need a big upgrade. They all got it basically, and we're even gonna get to the last few guys remaining. It's only like a couple handful of people remaining that don't have it yet, or well, that won't get it yet. But yeah, pretty cool. You have that processor, yeah, dude. I watched some videos about it, and yeah, it is highly preferred by people. Like the new tech they have is just really fucking good, and it's what I also like is like it doesn't overheat. It loses not a lot of power to do what it does, which I think is really cool. But I haven't installed it yet. I'm flying tomorrow to Paris, and for the Paris Games Week, so I didn't have the time. But I'm really looking forward to it. Gonna be a big upgrade, not just for WoW, a bunch of games. I'm also looking for, especially Final Fantasy. I'm looking forward to. Because I was always jealous when Frago had the good graphics, and we always had like the poop stuff. And when I tried to up my graphics, it would drop my FPS. So this should help with that. Also said, did you misclick the stream button? No, yeah, it's an off schedule stream. It's because this weekend I'm not gonna be streaming because I'm in Paris, and also there's a promo that I gotta do as well today. Might as well do it twice actually. You see in my title, DISPLATE is receiving we didn't change the message for it, but I guess I could change it for today specifically. But yeah, the cool thing is there's a limited edition. Oh wait, I'm not showing my screen. Hold up, actually, let me check that my screen is safe to share.
Disconnected.
Leave TS. Click on this. It should be good now. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, they released this ILLIDAN DISPLATE that is limited edition today, guys. And it's like glowing in the dark and stuff like that. And their limited edition stuff is really cool. This in this photo, it doesn't. It looks like a bit too textured. I don't think it looks like this actually, but yeah, looking forward to get this. I already got it, but it's in Germany, so I can't show it IRL, unfortunately. I like that it glows in the dark. And yeah, I mean, ILLIDAN is cool as fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna do another promo when there's more people at the stream. Today we're gonna just talk about the classic stuff, news, and just a bit earlier, so the news are fresher actually. Typically by the weekend, some of the stuff is outdated. Let's. I didn't even check everything that happened, but I got some of the things. So we're just gonna go with that, and then if you have time, we play the. I think we will have time. We'll play the stage 5 alpha as well. What did Vas promise you for that dragon? He flexing with it too much. I said if you win the AWC, but then they perform so good on the cups, I was like, fuck it, it's fine. You get it already. He said he needed it as a motivation to win the AWC, so that was like, okay, you know what? You're right. Go get it, dude. I spoke to Servo and we have spots, so we made it work. New tier set tokens groups, Dynamite and Midnight. Let's see. Oh shit. They changed it. So it was Mage, Druid, Hunter for a very long time as Mystic. Oh shit, like they just scrambled everything. Oh wow. Oh, they made it armor type based. Really? That does make it simpler to not waste any loot, right? Because you typically have one from each armor type anyways, so. But sometimes like a weird combination would happen and you would not have a tier token in your group. It seems more intuitive. I mean, honestly, why at that point even call it Dreadful Mystic or whatever? Just call it Cloth tier token, Leather tier token, Mail, and Plate tier token. I don't know, guys. I'm a simple man. You know me. It's even in the name, actually. Oh, yeah. Wait. It says Warrior Rogue Monk Evoker. Oh, it's Evoker is twice. I guess this is a mistake. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, yeah. I don't see a problem with the change. The only interesting thing is, I guess in the past it was easier to gear a bunch of plate people if you wanted to. But I mean, who cares? I like the simplicity. I like intuitiveness. WoW can use more intuitive things, I can tell you. We like it. Yeah, good stuff. Keep it up. Raid 12.1, Raid teased. New tier set icons on Midnight Alpha. Oh, wow. Raid Warlock Ulatek. Okay. A set of new Warlock tiers revealed the location of Midnight's first patch raid. In the latest build of Midnight Alpha, the icons of a new Warlock tier have been added with very fitting visuals and very interesting names. Since the launch of the Midnight Alpha, there has been. Oh, wait, let me put my camera here right again. That's better. Very distinct island off the coast of Zulaman, shrouded in fog and inaccessible by players. In the initial build, it was named on data mine maps as Isle of Fangs, but in a recent build, it was renamed to Atalutek. These Midnight Story threads are not the first time we've heard of the name Ulatek either in the non-WoW canon Warcraft role-playing game. Non-canon? Or what is that? Warcraft role-playing game? What? What is it? I've never heard of this. How is that even possible? Oh, is it like a... Is this like a board game or something like that? They mean that a World of Warcraft RPG? So this is World of Warcraft. No, there's like a different game. I'm just not sure. I understand like whatever the story changed, but I just didn't even know this game existed. What is this game? How do I not know about this?
Do you guys Age of Magic is below? You
Slight more enthusiasts get a lot of the content with their G. 5 years of the success.
Oh, it's like a table game. It's like a board game, I think. Anyways, I don't know if anyone knows if there's a game of I thought I knew every Warcraft game, but apparently there's one 2004 I don't know about. Ulitech was a massive serpent goddess worshipped by the Amani forest trolls, with her temple as the original capital of Aman. Cultures from distant lands speculated that Ulitech was actually an old god in disguise. Oy oy. Once again. The Warcraft RPG is no longer canon, but the new canon has created a similar creature in the origins of Amani culture. Back during the Troll Wars, the capital of Zul'Aman was built upon the corpse of Kithix, servant of the old gods and leader of the Akir. Perhaps with time, the truth of Kithix, whatever, bro. New raid icons. It seems a distinct possibility that Totech will be the location of an upcoming raid. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything important here, I would say. But trolls, serpents, old gods, these are cool things in general, so I'm down. Send me in there, dude. Then Midnight Phase 5, data mining class and spell changes. I must say one thing. I don't remember this many class changes in the past over the different phases. And also this phase has been fucking structured. Like, I know last time in the last phase we had some bugs in the dungeon we've seen on stream and stuff, but holy shit, I mean, is it me or are they pumping out these changes, bro? Like, what is even happening? I can't keep up. I don't remember this many changes in the past. A druid we played yesterday. Oh. Is there anything on mage? Let's see. Mastery damage increase. Spells and showing deal 30% damage. That shatter your enemies deal. Wait, what is that? Spells that freeze your enemies deal 13%, and that shatter also deals 30%. So basically everything deals 30% more damage. Like the spells. Just say your frost spells deal 30% more damage, no? Maybe this was a different value for each before and now they changed it up or something. I don't know. Whatever. Comet Storm. Cast an Ray of Frost replaces your Blizzard. That makes a lot more sense, actually. But how does that work when there's 2 stacks? I guess you can't use the second stack without using the Comet Storm. Unless you cancel out it. Which, you know, why would you do it? Yeah, no, this makes a lot of sense. I actually did not like that Blizzard is getting like, but this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, good fucking change. Why didn't they do this from the beginning? Is now what I'm thinking. Actually, it's just a no-brainer when you see it. Yeah, very nice. Frostbite. When frostbite critical chance applies 1 additional stack of freezing damage from Blizzard has a 80% chance. Oh, whatever. Hero talents also changes. Crossfire Bolt. This looks just like a tooltip fix. Yeah. Damage reduced beyond 5 targets. Okay, yeah, whatever. Less splash. That's person applies from cycle freezing. Damage reduced. Yeah. Again, just damage reduced beyond 5 targets. Okay. Dragon's Breath in a 12-yard cone. I never knew how big Dragon's Breath is. I'm guessing this is just adding it to the tooltip. That is weird though. Like that's the first time I see this being measured, how big a cone is. Also, the weird thing is also the angle of Dragon's Breath. I think it's very wide. Is every cone spell the same angle width? No, I guess not, right? Typhoon is really wide as well. This one too. Hey, Smoke One, what's up, man? Okay, but yeah, a lot of changes, dude. Holy shit. I looked at the classes at the start in detail, I would be completely outdated already. Let's just check Shadow as well. I guess we had looked at Shadow. Didn't look at Discipline really, but guess we are Greater Smite. Oh. That's a chance of upgrade power shield or shield. Shields 3 allies for 15 seconds. I'm sorry. Oh, voice shield shields 3 allies? I didn't even realize that. And you picked like one of them or what? And then the rest is random? Okay. Dude, I'm actually really excited to play Warrior. Arms Warrior looked like my ideal Arms version again. So like I don't know, bro. I might blast on Arms Warrior just for fun. Of course, there is a more strike. Bleed deals damage. Increase start crit. Okay. Increase crit damage. Bloodletting. I have to yet play it, but in theory it should be very fun. Colossal Smash grants you sweeping strikes. Oh, okay. Colossal Smash grants 6 charges of sweeping strikes, but will not allow sweeping strikes to exceed 12 charges. Wait, sweeping strikes has charges now? Or it had, and now they're removing it again? I don't know. Knoopler incoming. Yeah. The Undead Warrior, bro. When are they removing racials, though? Like, guys, I'm telling you, it will guaranteed happen eventually, by the way. Guaranteed racials will eventually get, like, will be made ineffective in high-end content. I don't know if it will also be irrelevant on early content or world content or whatever. Or like, either like you will be able to swap it for free, or like for like 50k gold or something like simple, you know, or it will just be removed. I guaranteed. It's so obvious. It will happen. Like it's just the obvious path forward. I'm just wondering when. When are they gonna be not lazy and actually do it? It's like the whole covenant system thing discussion. Like it's just not good. People just don't like it. Some ratios are broken in PvP and bad PvE as well. Yeah, it's like situationally broken. And that's also kind of what they like, I think, about it. Like the RP around it, right? It's like I'm an undead warlock and you can like dispel fear, and there's very rarely some use for it or something. But the players just don't enjoy the game like that anymore. If the game was easy and it didn't really matter, and it just is a small flavor, it's fine. But the game is not easy at a high level, and it's not a small flavor. It's very important, and it's extra money for the race. I don't think that's worth it, man. I don't know. I don't think that's the worth. We are definitely race changing for Race War First all the time. Big popular one is was Evoker for Nexus King last race. Prior to that, Void Elf was very OP certain times. Muxy, I remember Void Elf was like a requirement for warriors or hunters. Unless you didn't play that class, I guess, you know, and you stacked other classes, but that's even worse. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think it makes them enough money to make this worth. Like the thing is not, you need to look at what they're not getting is because they have it like this, people are not playing the class or the race that they like like from a fantasy reason, which is much worse for the game than the money Blizzard gets for this, in my opinion. Like, I think you want your players to identify with their characters. I don't know. Like, I love to play undead. I shouldn't need to play some void elf or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Undead was really strong back in the day situationally in PvE as well, but nowadays it's never really happening. Like, when there's a boss that can fear you, and it's not a dispellable fear, Undead used to do some really cool things with that. I think there was I remember Heart of Fear and boss had like a fear on you and you could remove it, or yeah, there was like a bunch of fear mechanics like that. That was really strong. But yeah. Torrent for more HP. Yeah. I just I like it felt fine, I think, but the game just isn't that anymore. Like, that's fine for classic, you know, but it's not fine for retail. They're two different games. For serious round versus war, undead Wowhead article incoming. Yeah, dude, let's go. I'm a Forsaken. I don't know, man. I also really like Torrent, for example. My first, like, it was a no-brainer. When I started WoW, I saw all the races. Like, oh yeah, the races. And like the first thing, I was like, I'm guaranteed a Torrent, bro. I was also a little bit fat back in the days, guys, and it felt really cool as a fat kid to get a Torrent and be like the strong, big guy. It was amazing. I loved it. And like, this is the feeling you wanna invoke in people. You don't want to be thinking, which one does 0.3% more damage? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here, man? Who? God damn it! It's just so stupid. Anyways, okay, yeah, I don't know. I really need to play arms. If you have time, I think we just play arms. I'm just too excited about playing arms. If it's the way I imagine it will feel, like Warlords of Draenor arms, I'll be very hyped. It will probably not be exactly like that, but still. Okay. More class changes and tier set announced for midnight this week 5. Prey. Oh, this is just what the Blizzard guys posted, I guess. But is there anything new in here? Let's see. Mage. They changed the mage tier talent, or is it just the data mine stuff in real form now, or what? Holy shit. Let's see. Did I skip mage, or what's that? Oh, they're buffing dungeons. Oh, we can do a work boss and stuff. There seems to be no mage things in here. These tier sets I feel like are a bit more interesting. Sorry, everything is right. Second figure target with an explanation star. Also, this is pretty cool. I thought all tier sets were boring, but the balance one is actually decently interesting. That's a weird one, but okay. Yeah, I think the druid ones are a bit more interesting, I would say. This force set by Fury is also decently interesting. Yeah, okay. Anything on raids here? We also didn't look at raid bosses a lot, man. We can also test the prey system now. Oi, oi, oi. There's so much shit to test. Okay, maybe just speedrun and just go alpha. New Mistwalker achievements. Midnight. Best and plus dungeon achievements. Attain a region best keystone dungeon completion. They're doing it. They're rewarding good gamers. This is fucking hype. Very cool. I think this is definitely the right direction. Very, very cool. Users attain region best and plus dungeon completion in midnight. Similar to the old Mistwalker achievement in Master Pandaria. I didn't even know this existed in MOP. Oh, maybe I did know actually. Did it exist in? I think it existed in Warlords of Draenor as well. I feel like I remember something like this. The amount in 3K. But this is not 3K. This is the best key across the region. If someone does like the, I don't know what will happen if you do a. Oh wait, you guys didn't understand it. Wait. So this is if let's say the highest completed let's see, Pit of Sauron key is level 20, and a team goes and does 21, that team will get Keystone Victor, Pit of Sauron. And that will mean in that whole region and EU, they were the first ones to do a 21. That's the achievement. And it's not something that everybody will be able to get. But if somebody then goes and does 22 and it's a different team, they will get this achievement as well. Does that make sense? It is very cool, right? It's going to be only relevant for the very, very top end. So none of us are probably going to get this, let's be real. But it's going to be, I think it's really cool. And early on, it's going to be really cool. Like if somebody goes and does an M+2, and the very first M+2 will get this achievement. I love this. I love this. I think this is really cool. This might actually motivate me to like just push M+. It's not like, I don't think this will reward achievement points. It will probably just be a feast of strength, right? Or whatever they call it. I mean, I don't know how achievement points works, but you guys know that better than me. Achievements don't say at the end of the season, so it seems to imply that these work similar to Mr. Achievement. These ones, however, are made for each dungeon. I feel like Warlords of Draenor had something like that as well. Still cool. Yeah, fuck the achievement points. The reason why they don't put achievement points is like there's these collectors, right? People who actually care about achievements, they mostly are. All right. They're not casuals because they play the game a lot, but they're not very good at the game. So they are very angry if there is a hard thing that gives achievement points, which is, if you think about it, that is kind of ridiculous because, like, by definition, an achievement should be something that you should try to achieve. And it's like it should be an achievement. But they want achievements to be things that are not achievements. Or at least achievement points to be rewarded for things that are not achievements, but just time spent in the game. So anyways, I think that's ridiculous, but fuck the achievement points. I think this is really cool either way. And it's something that you can brag with, like, yo, I got like 4 world first keys, basically. It's basically like a world first key. Now, what I don't know if it will work is, I'm guessing it won't, is if there's a 20 done, 20 Pit of Sauron is done, and it took 30 minutes, and another team does it in 29 minutes, are they gonna get the achievement? My guess is no, but I don't know. Making fun of people enjoying the game, that's what I love to do, dude. That's what I love to do. You know me, guys. I'm the toxic gamer here. We're the toxic guild. If you want, only good things for everyone, you gotta follow Twitch.tv/maximum. They're the nice guilds. We do toxic stuff in here. New M+ section is being added to the dungeon journal. Aha, okay. Just content. Dungeons, raids, items. Dude, I gotta check the journal in game. This is confusing. I don't remember the journal being like this. Tutorials. What is that? There are a few pages that specifically showcase Lindormi with the keystone winner that follows through Azeroth. She explains how she's made a book about all the keystones for players to read. What? Wait, I'm gonna read this. This seems to be something more than I thought it is. Having you a complete tour of what M+ dungeons are and how they work. As going a staple part of the game. What is a keystone? To help assist answering the first look at the new keystone dungeons. The affix page includes essential detail including what keystone that was introduced, affix slinger, There are a few pages specifically showcase vendor that follows. Giving interesting enough, one of the pages showcases her the way you would normally see any other dungeon boss. Could potentially mean she will serve as an interactive tutorial boss for M+. While we're answering, you know, is we'll continue to see Lindormi helping us on our M+ adventures. It would be nice to just see where Lindormi is, bro. Like, where do you downgrade your key? I always need to figure it out. And I forget about it always. Will there be a race for first, even for console enjoyers? 2 events for first couch episode. Yeah, dude. The dream. That was crazy. That was what we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But that whole thing was very wild. Let me finish this. We're getting to it ASAP. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Giving a basic intro to M+ is a huge step in the right direction towards helping the new player experience of World of Warcraft. While this first iteration accomplishes a lot, further information can be added to make it even better. Certain affixes in the current M+ system require the use of certain abilities from your talent trees. Some weeks players are having to use CC abilities to shatter orbs. Other weeks we are having to dispel a shield of our character in order to get a buff. Having a page dedicated to listing all the essential abilities for certain affixes would be incredibly helpful to all players, but especially new players. It should even, honestly, it should even fucking warn you, bro. When you're about to enter a dungeon and you don't have the talent, it should be like, yo, are you sure about this? Just do it. Just do it. It would be nice. I mean, else is like you just need an add-on, but yeah, it would be nice. Thor boost infinite. To be honest with you, it should just not be a talent. If it is like that, in my opinion. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. We've been through this. Infinite growth. I don't even know what's happening on retail. I just saw this. Okay, and I don't care, actually. Fuck retail. Okay, yeah, this. Bro, what did I witness, dude? Like, what did Wowhead do here? Did they just, like, debate the whole community? Like, is this like a troll post? Maybe they were debated themselves. And like, fuck it, we just keep it on as it is. But that was crazy. For those of people that miss and are not addicted to Twitter, what happened is WoW had posted that WoW is coming to Xbox out of nowhere. One sec. WoW had Twitter. Let me check my DMs. Closed. Okay. Yeah. They do post a lot. There we go. In the report from Windows Central, they revealed that the next gen Xbox console will be able to run Battle.net Store and World of Warcraft. Like, and the whole world got debated by people flaming, like people starting wars with console players out of nowhere. They were like, "This is why the pruning happened," and all of that. And for those that again missed it, what turns out to be is that they just the new Xbox console will be able to run Windows. So nothing to do with WoW. And there are already devices that can do this anyways. It is still cool. Yeah, it's just like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's why add-ons are gone, and that's why this was like had nothing to do with it." And Wowhead, it, it looks to me like completely like intentionally debated the whole community. I have no idea, like, how is this possible? I don't understand why you would do this. I don't know. I was completely stunlocked. It felt surreal that they posted this the way they did. Must have gotten them a lot of clicks in a way, but I don't know, man. I know what you mean, but you can run one. It's like it kind of shows you like how OP you can be with your wording, and you can mislead people with how you explain things. Um, quite shocking. But I just, what I don't understand is like, was it done intentionally? Are they aware that this is like really a bad way to post this when it comes to getting the info spread? Or do they just give a fuck about clicks and they don't care about what the best way the info is spread? Like, it's the first I've seen such a post. Is crazy. So MDI team members already amended filters in Group Finder to exclude console players. That doesn't make any sense to me either. If you are a console player and you got like you have M plus score, I would say this is more than a white lie, but it's just like an unimportant topic, so it doesn't really matter, right? But you know, if this is how you would report news on topics that people do care about, then that would be ridiculous. I would say unethical even. But obviously, who gives a fuck if WoW is on Xbox or not? You know. Yeah, like this is definitely misleading news reporting, and I didn't expect it from Wowhead. Let's say like that, considering that they are all about being like good and ethical and everything. So very sus, very sus. Unless it's supposed to be a joke or something. It's just, I didn't see that either. There it is. Like, look at this. There it is. Surprising no one. Now make sub into Game Pass. Nothing new. This was expected to eventually to become a thing. Haha, I knew it. I called it out. Like, all these people just fully trolled. Anos had to die so WoW could go to console. Nothing to do with. None of this has anything to do with. Like, everyone here is just. I mean, we all knew this. No, you didn't. You don't even know what. You still don't know. This guy got it. Legendary premium user. I don't know, bro. Never been Pokemon. Yeah, this guy is just living in his own world. He has no idea what anyone is saying. No Xbox Annies who are saying one button out on this is for consoles. I don't know. Maybe like maybe we're missing something, and there is an actual big drive to get WoW on consoles as well. It's just this post is not about that. Like, it doesn't even mention WoW. They're not even advertising that WoW is gonna be a thing. Well, actually, they are. Never mind. But yeah, like amongst a bunch of other games. Yeah. Anyways, it was definitely a sus wording. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's play some alpha, guys. Oh yeah, also the last thing about news, New World, right? Shutting down. Surprising that doesn't make it into Wowhead, actually. I would think they would report about that. Also, I didn't check what else has been posted. We're not done with news yet. They just released a new big patch. New world, right? I thought it was a new expansion, even. I think New World had elements to the game that no other MMO had. And I was like just waiting for it to bring out like new raids that are like actually difficult and interesting, and to also hear some good positive reviews by people, which was starting to happen as well. Like you said, yeah, the new patch was performing well. I think every time there was a new expansion or a patch, I was always hearing like, yeah, this was good, this was good. I was like, okay, this is looking interesting, just by people's reviews, right? And I was thinking that like eventually we're gonna do something in New World. It looks like it's not really because of the success of New World, but that Amazon is just killing their whole gaming section, which is weird to me. But I guess I don't know how much money they're losing on it or whatever. Yeah. When combat was so janky, they wouldn't be able to change it. I don't know. I think you can change a lot, and I mean, yeah. I mean, when I played it on release only, but I don't think it was that bad. I don't know. Gathering the game, yeah, that was especially. That's what I'm saying. Like with what the game had, no other games had. Like just chopping woods felt fucking good, dude. And like the sound effects were really good. Um, I don't know. It felt nice to do like any sort of activity. I think there was a bit too much of certain activities available to you. It was a bit confusing. So it felt a bit like an endless grind when I played it, but it was still okay. I think if New World just released with less things and built things upon instead of increasing repetitiveness, and just making more things, but just more repetitive, I think they could have had much better success. Because what the reason I quit New World was it was just like even the quests, even the towns, they all looked the same, and they were like repeatedly telling me to kill the same mobs, go to the like different town, but it was looking the exact same structure. Like everything was just same, and it felt like at some point I was just playing like just a repetition of what I've already done the whole time. And I was looking forward still to like dungeons and stuff, but it was just taking long to get there. And World PvP was really cool. Um, if you weren't getting stream sniped or if you're not fighting against a group of people. I think if they added like RuneScape style of like PvP where you're only allowed to attack one person, that could have been really cool as well. Back when I played, you could run away a little bit too much, too good. But yeah, I don't know. Like these are all fixable things, and maybe things changed already. Deco and mining ore in a cave was fantastic. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's just sad to see this game just disappear. Very, very sad. There was good potential there. I think also more games need to focus on raiding, bro. Raiding is really good. And like dungeons and raids, I think that's something they could have focused more on. Would be cool if Wildstar would resurrect somehow. I didn't play Wildstar actually. A lot of people say good things about it. Yeah. Don't know why they shut that down. All right. We already played Shadow. Alio development on hold for midnight. Oh yeah, that's also another thing that happened as I finished my stream. I think they were talking about it. What can I say, guys? Rest some pepperonis. I don't think LVI is going to disappear though. I think they're gonna do like a comeback with a light add-on with whatever you can do, because a lot of things are still doable, right? And I mean, the biggest value LVI brings is the aesthetics, and Blizzard isn't like Blizzard's plan is to not change any of that functionality. So if that is not doable now, it's because like it's an unwanted change, and they would try to fix that, I think. So people say Lost Ark is getting shut down next. Oh yeah, wait, isn't Lost Ark also by Amazon? That's a thing, right? Lost Ark is from Amazon, I think. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Dude, I was thinking that we could go into Lost Ark as well to try out some things recently, because people have been mentioning it more and more. I would think that Lost Ark is really successful because they have a lot of pay to win stuff. Published by Amazon. I mean, I just released in the West. Okay. I don't imagine that Lost Ark will go away. I think that game must be generating a lot of money. Yeah. For clarification of this whole list of midnight changes during combat, everything related to your character is black box at the moment and can't be read or seen, so you can't see or track buffs or debuffs on other players than you. Yeah, like they call it secrets. You're allowed to change like the skin of things, but you can't know how much health you have and do things dependent on that. Now you might ask, well, I need to show my health bar based on like how much I have. I need to stretch it, right? So I need to know how much I have. I think they already have like a solution for that specifically, but I'm not sure. But aside from that, that's how you can understand it. You get the info, but you can't see what the info is. So you just know, okay, I'm getting a list of auras here, but you can't check what auras it is and how many there are in or everything. So that's the idea that Blizzard is going with. And like their philosophy is they just don't want people to automatically be able to detect information about combat and based on that information show different things to you or simplify that information to show it to you in a different way so you can make easier decisions perhaps based on it, and also track all of that on other players, right? That's a big thing as well. So you can track your own things, but from other players right now, the only way to track things is by targeting them or by checking your rate frames. And if they're not shown on the rate frames, just buff or debuff, then you cannot see it. But I mean, they would show things that they want to be shown, right? Yeah. So, like, technically, they could give a player a debuff, and other people in the raid wouldn't be able to see that debuff if they don't want it. They would just not add it to the raid frames. It's that simple for them now, and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Like you can type in chat, I have the debuff, or you can ping yourself, or you can call it on TS. But other than that, if you don't do an active thing, the other players in your raid cannot see what you got at all. So there's like these additional things there. So Blizzard basically has a lot more control about what info they give you. And you cannot do anything with that info aside from whatever you can do on the basic Blizzard UI. In certain cases, you can move the anchors, you can show it in a slightly different way, perhaps. But yeah. But like skin themes and stuff like that, that's not against their philosophy. They don't give a fuck if you theme your UI like this. That's not what they care about. But splitting, let's say, buffs into different areas of your screen, making one buff larger, the other one smaller, and things like that, that's currently not doable. I would say even that is not necessarily against their philosophy, but you can do some things with that. Let's say, I mean, it depends, I guess. Yeah, it depends. The question is, do you think those things you just mentioned are good things? Well, a lot of it is, I think, good. They need to fix some things, because right now you have like a ton of buffs and your externals are within those buffs, so you can't track externals unless you look at your top right bar. I don't think that's good, for example. But the fact that you can't read debuffs on you and give you like sound alerts and air horns and communicate within your team about what debuffs who has and assign them based on that and things like that, I think it's really good that you cannot do that anymore. Yeah, that's very good. Fuck that shit. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason they wanted private auras to be a thing, but they realized it's just never going to happen the way it is right now. Because macros and shit are just ruining things, and this was a band-aid solution. Oftentimes did not work either. A lot of times private auras were a thing. It's even like they were trying to make sure that we don't create some really insane tech. Like it was a precaution for tech that we could create but have not even done yet. Like let's say Blazes on Firak was private aura, right? The Blaze line. When I initially saw that, I was like, well, who cares? Like we're not going to do anything with this anyways. And we wouldn't have, and we didn't in the end either. But if you think about it, what you can do is if you can detect that somebody has Blaze and you can detect what personals he has available, and you can detect the rate damage that is incoming, or you know what will be incoming, you can detect if somebody's going to die or not, unless they get an external. And so you could create some automatic external assigner, or even tell healers who to heal based on the debuffs they got and where they are in combat, even like based on range 2 players and stuff like that, who is close that can actually heal him. You can do a bunch of crazy shit. Like if somebody went ham on add-ons, you could have done way more than we've ever done. This is a thing also when the Archimon Radar happened, right? Ian was like, you can do way more than people are doing right now. Like you can create, you could back then create an arrow where to move to in the fight. So you could have literally had an arrow tell you where to go the whole fucking time as an add-on. So like where to stand. Like every time you need to spread within the group, it can tell you, an arrow tells you to go where, and like it shows you the yards, like an Azeroth autopilot, right? That worked back in the days in the raid. So it's a similar case here. Things never got evolved that much because it's obviously quite complex, and it also depends on the fight. You kind of need to almost like write a bot for each fight or something like this. It's very complex, but they wanted to end it always before we even thought about it. That's why a lot of things were private auras, like Blazes, I think. I'm pretty sure, because it was on similar mechanics as well. That was just rate damage, and we wouldn't have done anything with. So yeah, I think it's definitely the right direction they're going, for sure. We don't want this to be a race to world coding. It should be like you're playing a game and not a coding challenge. It always reminded me of, these like, I didn't have this kind of school, but, like in movies and stuff, I would see always like this school would have like a coding challenge, and then the schools would compete, and there would be like one winner that created the best robot or best code for whatever. The Race War First was starting to remind me of that, and if you can get rid of that, I think that's a good W. And guys, in the end, right, you might say, like, yeah, okay, there's a lot of theory what could go wrong and stuff like that, but in the end, just look at Final Fantasy. It works. Great. People love it. Like, we don't need to act like this is a new invention and everybody's wondering if this will work or not. Like, it works on Final Fantasy. It works really good. Everyone's happy with the way it is. And I would say Final Fantasy could do a bunch of new improvements as well. And despite that, it's already working. Thank you, Maris, for the big raid, sir. Hot damn, boys. Can you teaser anything how next race works with 3 raids? How you spoke with other guilds? No, we don't know yet. The TLDR. I don't think Blizzard even fully knows yet. That's my guess. The big question is basically whether we're gonna return. I think the first event will happen. We will be at the race. I don't know when we're gonna go clear that one single boss. It is interesting that it has a Hall of Fame, so I guess we want to get war first on that as well. But it's kind of whatever. But we will be. I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be there for the first year. And then the question is, do we return home for the March of Caldenas, or do we just stay there? And that depends on how long there's in between. If we clear Mythic, and then there's 3 days of nothing into the next tier comes out, then we will stay there. If we clear Mythic and then it's 10 days until the race comes out, then we're probably going to fly home, is my guess. So, and then if you fly home, do we come back to the race? Maybe with a smaller group of people? I'm not sure. It's a different, it's making things difficult at that point. Gotta check the price performance of like being there, how much we would earn versus going home. Depends also on how long the first raid will take versus the second raid. When I say first and second, I'm ignoring that single boss raid. Who gives a fuck? Because if the March of Caldenas or whatever it takes like a week, and the first raid also takes a week, then it makes sense to go back, right? Can you all not just stay at Maris's house? I don't think so. But maybe we might go for like a 5-man team in a not the same room at Escape, but a different one. That could be a thing. I don't know. Might be more like a LAN party instead of a. I mean, I guess it feels already like a LAN party, but you know, just everyone sitting like basically the caster room. I don't know if you've ever seen that. That could be a thing. We just go and play from the caster room with like 6 people, you know, and just the rest is home. Just so I have my POV LAN area and we can do some interviews and stuff, and the casters are there, and that's it. Maybe, I don't know. But my ideal thing would be just we finish the first raid. There's 2-3 days break. When I say break, I'm talking about doing mythic splits and get gear for the next week. And then we go next raid. That would be nice. Yeah. Okay, but and also, I wouldn't be surprised if they just backpedal on this decision as well. I don't know. When will be the couch for first race? We want to see Echo in living room with 20 Xbox consoles on couch. Yeah, I don't even know how this Xbox device looks like nowadays. Is it just a normal Xbox with controllers? Or is it like something you hold in your hand and play from that or something? Like you have the monitor in your hand. I don't know. I'm playing with this spoon of my daughter, by the way, in case you guys are wondering what this is in my hand. Yeah. All right, LUI, we're done. Oh yeah, this we had seen already. Okay. Yeah, now we can go into alpha. We had already seen all of this. Cool. Oh, do I need to download anything though? I didn't check. Oh, nay. Oh no, I think I actually logged in once. We're good. Playing WoW on Spoon. Yeah, that's why they simplify things. I can move the camera back. Guys, what's a cool thing to do in Paris? I'm creating the warrior, guys, okay? We go undead. Knupler is back, dude. Give me a good one. That shitty tongue, dude. I just fixed the hair on this one, we're good. Oh, go back. Where's the spiky hair? There we go. Okay, need to change the hair color as well. That's good. And I did everything for nothing because I just pressed create character instead of create max level character. God damn it. Okay. Here we go again. Randomize. Come on, give me a good random one. Yeah. Visiting all the amazing passages in Paris. Rob Louvre? Where's that, dude? Oh. Oh, the Louvre was... We're gonna be really close to this, by the way. The internet cafe will go to for like 2 hours. It will be... Oh, when you say Rob Louvre, I was like... I thought Rob is like a French word. God damn it, bro. Oh my god. You're talking about robbing. Oh, okay. I didn't ask her who Rob Louvre is. Oh, wait. Is it? Wait, is Rob... Like, does it have a meaning? Oh... Le Robe? I don't know what's going on right now. I know what the Louvre is. I know it's the museum, right? But I don't know what the Robe is. FBI's tracking me. Oh, god damn it, dude. I got trolled. Okay. Got me good. Yeah, the Echo Heist. Skip to level 90. Pog. Tac. Jesus, a lot of achievements I got. Feel so fulfilled with my life right now. Ooh, I can do pray. These are visiting now that visit Murder Road to learn more. Okay. I ordered access for course immediately. Cool. I can play level 90 content as well, but first, let's quickly play some arms and figure that out, how that works. And let's go action bars. Tech, show the third one. And put my mount on here. This on X. And then this is my... That's crazy. I guess they put this on every character in the same place. This is here. This is fine like this. Where's G? We don't have. Tac. I don't know. Shift E bounce. Oh wow, that's my mistake. Where's Q? 2, 3. This is E. I was wondering what my E button was. This is 1. This is Shift 4. Oh, the correct place, I think. And now, oh, gotta look at all the talents. When are you going to Paris? It's tomorrow. We're gonna be at Paris, at the Paris Games Week. Talking about stuff about Midnight, about Echo, showcasing some stuff, meeting fans. Will be interesting. Never thought I'd see a scarier. Dude, you should have seen Knupler in action. Who's we? It is Roger, me, Nice Memes, Gingy, Maris, Maysteen, Stove, and Ryson. I think that's the 8 players, along with a bunch of staff people. Colossus sounds better. I have no idea about these. For now, let's just spec things. Got my talents at this point as well. All right, let's look what we got here. Actually, wait, no. Let's first put my things in, and also this in as well. And also check my spell book. What is even missing? Champion Spear we got as well now. I saw that they changed the animation of this or something. Yeah, this looks fucking sick. Is this way bigger? Wait. Was it this big? Or did they change the yards? So actually, because to leap the spear. Oh, you can leap to the spear as well. I don't know if that's a new thing or not. Chaining all enemies in the area to the spear's location. New, yes. Sorry, I just yeah, I'll be again, but didn't know about this demolish spell as well. I don't know if this is new. I haven't played ARMS since I don't know, very long time. BFA, I think. Yeah, BFA. What came after BFA? I think is it Dragonflight after BFA? No way. Shadowlands. Oh yeah, okay, I did play on Shadowlands. Yeah, Shadowlands was the last time I played. Even on Shadowlands, I kind of enjoyed it. It just was a bit weak, and Fury was better, I think. That's what I remember. Oh, Venthyr Arms was actually good, I think. I don't know. But yeah, Shadowlands was fucked anyways, because that whole expansion was complete garbo. Especially for playing alts. Okay, so we got what spells missing still? Blade Storm, of course. Put it in. We got Sweeping Strikes in here. Taunt is missing. Okay, what else? Berserker Rage. I had this Leaf Shift Cube, I don't know. Slam is now a thing. Shockwave is in here. Not sure if I will need this spell in the later. Then Shift E and then just B. Let's try B here now. Is this bigger than it was before? I think so. What? That's nice. Wait, did I just jump on that spear? Wait, did I just see that right? Did I just jump on that spear and was like, stood elevated? That's what it looked like. If that's so, that's pretty insane. We're gonna try that soon again. If you can jump on it, like, and if you can create an object that you can jump on, that could be really interesting for a lot of fights. Very, very interesting, and OP and trigger bugs and everything. Okay, that's a sus thing, maybe not intended. And then we have a shield slam as well. Okay, it's because I have a shield already. Is that how it works? Let's generate gear for my loot spec. Arms current, okay. Oh, there we go. Wait. Two-hand attack. Okay, we're gonna try the spear thing again. Okay, I must have been dreaming. Didn't I just jump on that spear? I'm not trusting it. I'm gonna try it again here on these boxes. Something was weird there. Might even watch the VOD. Okay. So let's first things first is we keybind this stuff real quick. Yeah, you leap on spear. No, what I'm saying is I was like It looks like the spear was okay. Wait, I'm gonna watch the video. Okay. Let's see, scribe. It felt like I was on the spear, like elevated up, and okay, no, never mind. It's the opposite, dude. I was inside the boxes, guys, and then I jumped, and then I came above the boxes. Now I get it. That's still a bit crazy. I don't know if you can abuse something like that. I thought I was on the box and I came even further up and I stood still. So I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. But yeah, look, I'm inside the box. I'm stuck actually. Oh, I can move it. Certain. Oh, I can move within this box. Look at that. That's apparently how it works. I don't think I can do that with normal leap. This would maybe I can? No, I can't. Interesting. Anyways, it's fine. Nothing crazy. Yeah, now let's get those keybinds going. How do you do a quick keybind mode again? There we go. G and Shift E. It's character specific again. This, I don't know what this ability will be. Well, let's put it on B, I guess. Oh, wait. B is here anyways. Oh yeah, nice. I can fix it. Okay. Okay. So now I go just fight this guy. Let's act like I'm playing and I know what I'm doing. Like back in the days, you would get more strike on city always and only ever slam if you had extra rage. I don't know if that's the case still. Oh, I have overpower stacks, of course. A bunch of buffs to be looked at. Oh, that gave me like a proc for a free slam. Those are pop CDs. Wait. What? I don't have avatar. What if this was got available in your channel? Yeah. I don't know what that was. Okay. Let's try Blade Storm. Damage of damage should increase and overpower increase. That Blade Storm lasts for a long time, dude. Which one was Demolish? Oh, this one. Okay, armor is definitely not as simple as it could be. Also, they are now showing the stacks on bars again. This was blocked in the previous build, I think. That's good. So this still costs rage when it procs. I don't know what the difference is. Heroic Strike. There's more damage and allows some armor penetration or whatever. Okay. Alright, let's read up. We got the rough idea. Definitely a lot more procs than I thought it would have. Of sudden death and overpower and... okay, a lot is maybe a bit exaggerated. It's really just this slam proc I think is a bit much, and that's about it, I guess. Okay. Can you show new mastery for arms to get buff with heroic strike? Ah, is that the mastery? Well, oh, you mean this? 200 when you deal 40% additional damage. Don't you always wear a 200 weapon as arms? Oh, it's a buff that I get from that? Huh. Oh, Master of Welfare attacks penetrate 30% armor, mortal strike and cleave damage increased by 5%, mortal strike and cleave critical damage. Critical strike damage increased by 5%. Okay. Does it stack or something? Okay. How often does it stack? We will see it, I guess. Oh, it's the... It doesn't say how often it stacks, or does that stack? Oh, it's overlapping, rolling out. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's the whole... Okay, I mean, it's... I prefer arms when it's focused around execute burst times with your Colossal Smash. That's the most fun arms that I played. Like just massive execute hits during your Colossal Smash, so you like min-max your rage and just send it and then just do a big pump. But this seems to be more Mortal Strikes focused. The Apex talents. Yeah, let's see. Slayer for executing. Okay. Alright, let's see it though. Let's read through the talents. We have Mortal Strike still with the 50% healing effect reduction. 6-second cooldown only. Then we have Sudden Death. As if yeah, nothing like new here. Cannot be blocked, dodged or parried. This was an interesting thing as well when this procced when the enemy dodged things only. It would still passively happen. That was like an interesting RP part, especially in PvP. It was really interesting against evasion rogues. You're healed by 85% of the bleed damage you dealt by rend and deep wounds. Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. Oh, do we have the combat meter yet actually fully in? Meter. Maybe in edit modes. Where is it, dude? Did they take it out again? Yeah, looks like it. It was in here, but it's now gone again, it seems. You gotta take... Oh, wait, I did it? I do? Edit mode. Oh, yeah, damage meter. Wait, was it already visible just now, maybe? No, I don't think so. Nah, it's fine. It's just not working yet. Okay. It would have been nice to see how much bleed damage I actually do. With Ignore Pain, that you can pick as arms. So you can reduce 50% of 64k damage. I guess, is this equal to just putting a 32k absorb shield on yourself? I guess so, right? That's interesting. I don't... Do you have this right now as arms? I don't think so, right? I thought Ignore Pain is just... You have it? Oh, shit. If it was not on the GCD, maybe I could see it, but like this. Yeah, whatever I would say. 32k. Maybe if it scales with attack power or something like that, it could be interesting. I'm guessing it scales with HP. Oh, actually, I only have 120k. I thought I had 200k HP. In that case, it's not that bad. That's pretty nice, actually. Yeah. Okay. Not sure if it scales with stamina. If it does, it's not that bad. It's nice that you don't need rage for it anymore. Yeah, if you need a rage, I wouldn't like it. It does scale with HP as well, so that's nice. That's nice. Then we have Die by the Sword, still 100% parry, reduces damage you take by 30%, at 1.8 minute cooldown. I guess it's like 2 minutes and reduced by something. Okay. Damage from Rend has a chance to generate 5 rage, causes your auto attacks to generate 50% more rage for 5 seconds. Oh, they actually did make... Okay, I don't know if this is a thing on retail. Like I said, I didn't play this in Shadowlands, but I'm surprised to see that they made charge actually part of your rotation here. That was like a gimmick that people used, right, to between the auto swings to go out and charge back, like since a long time. But I wouldn't have expected a talent around this as well. Oh, okay. Overpower has 2 charges and deals 15% more damage. Yeah. Execute no longer has a cooldown. If your foe survives, 10% of the rage is spent is refunded. Oh. It's the opposite of the execute that I like. And I think also RP wise, when your enemy dies of execute, or like close to the time where you did execute, I think you should get rage back. That's because you managed to execute the enemy. Because that makes more sense to me, and it was a cool way to play as well. Back in Worlds of Draenor when I played it. That was the meta in challenge modes. Or at least my meta. If Cleave or Whirlwind hits 3 or more targets, you also slam your primary target. The slam deals 50% more additional damage. Okay. Cleave and Whirlwind had a... Do I have Whirlwind as well? Am I missing it? Or maybe I talented it out or something like this. Wait, Whirlwind. Does not look like it here. It's a basic spell. The general? No. I don't see it. Oh, is it? Is it just a Cleave replaced it? Is Cleave a talent that replaces it or what? That's what I meant. Yeah. Replace weapon. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I was expecting. All good. Crit damage for your abilities increase by 10%. Wait to make sure you next clear environment has no age. Okay. Crit damage for your abilities increased by 10%. Closer smash. Armor all enemies within 10 yards. Damage dealer is reduced. Okay, so the single target closer smash does not exist anymore. You just have Warbreaker basically. Then you have Tactician, 40% chance to gain a charge of overpower when you use an attack that has a rage cost. This effect abilities, even if the rage cost has been okay. So even on sudden death, it would work. Slam's rage cost reduced, or Slam has a chance to increase chance to trigger Tactician. Overpower has an execute effect. Damage and crit damage increased. Slam and overpower increased. Colossal Smash generates rage. Grants you sweeping strikes. It sounds like Broad Strokes is way better. If actually, it depends. Yeah. The sweeping strikes only just hit the other guy, one additional target within 8 yards for 75% damage. It's only for 12 damaging single target abilities. That's interesting that they went with that. I guess it's like this in retail right now as well. When I played, it was just all attacks throughout duration. Now it's only 12. This is probably good. More strike, cleave, and execute damage increase. Crit damage increase even more. Strikes. Yeah, it's damage. Abilities used during sweeping strikes damages a second target. Your next cleave whirlwind deals 25% increased damage. Ooh, the AoE rotation seems to be quite complex looking at all of this. Power and slam increase the damage of your next mortal strike by 5%. Stacking up to 3 times. Jesus. Okay, a lot of like abilities interacting with each other on warrior. Okay, this is not the arms that I thought I would get, guys. I thought arms got pruned to be like super simple. Overpower causes seismic wave. Yeah, okay. Dreadnought is the same as always. It is a line attack, so this is always interesting that. So it wouldn't hit from here, right? Yeah. Execute inflicts deep wounds on the target. There's a bleed. It's like ignite. Colossal Smash causes your next 2 mortal strikes to be guaranteed to trigger Tactician. Ah. Colossal Smash reduces the cooldown of Cleave. For 6 seconds, so you can just spam it a bit more. Interesting. Execute is usable on targets below 35% health. Instead of 30, I guess. Wait, I do want to see how much it is without. So 20 to 35? Yeah, okay. That's pretty nice, probably. Cleave and Whirlwind also get an execute. More sweeping strike damage. Or 6 more additional abilities. Okay. Bleed damage and critical strike damage for bleeds only, I think. Yeah, Blade Storm, let's see. Become destructive force, deals reduced damage beyond 8. You're immune to movement impairing and loss of control effects, but can use defensive abilities and can avoid attacks. Means like you can move, I guess. Okay, so still pretty OP, like to avoid roots and stuns and things like that. Even fears. Interesting. And 1.5 minutes. And this is just the full AoE version, I guess. Execute critical strike chance increase and immediately refunds an additional 20% of the reach spend. Ooh, so you can do some executing for sure. Overpower has a 35% chance to reduce the cooldown of mortal strike. Rend and deep wounds bleed effect lasts 33% longer and have a 5% increased crit strike chance. If you have rend, more strike inflicts rend on the targets below 35% health. Wait, what does that even mean? If you have rend. What? What do you mean if you have rend? Can you not? Can you unspec rend? Oh, it's a talent here. Okay. Yeah. I assume rend was just baseline and ability. All good. I don't understand why it lasts 33% longer. Is that a good thing in any case? Or is that like a bad thing, but you get 5% crit chance? Maybe putting rend is increasing your damage on other things or something. Like it lasting longer. Oh wait, okay, I'm stupid. For some reason, I assume when it lasts longer that it will do the same damage, just more stretched out, so it won't do any extra damage. But this would basically do also 33% more damage when it's lasting longer. So the dot ticks would remain the same amount, I guess. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think of it like that. Execute increases the damage of your next mortal strike by 35%, stacking up to 2 times. Yeah. Mortal strike has a high chance to apply a fatal mark. I think this is like the Venthier execute, right? Mortal strike has a high chance to apply a fatal mark to your target, stacking up to 5 times. Your next execute on a target with a fatal mark causes the fatal mark to deal 4.7k additional physical damage per stack. Okay, so when the mob enters execute, the first execute is kind of big. It also makes sudden death quite nice as well. Interesting. That's 4.7k per stack. Pretty big. Do some nice bursts. I don't know how often sudden death procs, maybe it never gets to high stacks, but okay. Tactician has a 10% increased chance to trigger. Mortal Tactician was the overpower, right? Yeah. Okay. Mortal wounds, more strike and cleave. Crits inflict deep wounds. Okay, here normal hits also inflict deep wounds. Ooh, interesting. Okay. And then Avatar transform into a Colossus, increasing all damage you deal. Reducing damage you take from area of effective attacks by 5%. What? That is so random. This is giving me AI vibes again. It's different for Fury Import as well. What is different, the Avatar or the wounds? No root as well. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that was different perspective. Ah, okay. It's weird that this like 5% AoE reduction is so weird. Either you would do like 15-20% to make it like somewhat like important, or you just do something else. I don't know. There's 5% AoE damage reduction. That's weird, bro. I don't know. Okay. And then we have Overpower has a chance to upgrade Slam to Heroic Strike. Gains our master, allowing your attacks to penetrate 3% armor for 30 seconds. This is a thing that I don't know why they do this. I think they think it's cool, like armor penetration. But what always ends up being is like people don't know what it means and how to evaluate that, and then they turn that into damage increase. It's the same thing here. Like Colossus Smash was that your damage ignores armor, and then they changed it to just damage increase because no one knew what that meant. New proc plus new debuff. Not a fan of Heroic Strike. Yeah, I'm not really liking this too much as well, this Apex talent. Okay, but anyways, let's keep going the Apex tree. Each stack of Master of Warfare increase more strike and cleave damage by 10% and crit strike damage by 10%. Strike and cleave damage. Okay. It really feels like haste crit is gonna be scaling very good with this class. A lot of things are hinting at that. Heroic Strike, unless like Mastery versus OP or whatever, right? Heroic Strike reduce the cooldown of Colossus Smash by 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. There's already 45 seconds. Okay, that's an interesting talent. Stuff of nightmares for raid leaders, dude. They're like, are you gonna have closest smash ready? Well, it depends on my proc scribe. Yeah. And then like, you're gonna hear, yeah, I could have done a bit more damage here. I don't have close smash ready. Okay, why? Why did what happened? Well, I had really good procs the previous time, and then this time and then I used it earlier and I didn't have it ready again because I had bad procs on the after that. I feel like this stuff of nightmares, bro. But I mean, it's only 45-second cooldown, but still, I think on short bursts it will probably be impactful still. Okay, and then Colossus has Demolish, so I don't know any of this shit. Okay. Does a lot of damage. Also 45-second cooldown, so if you spec this, it's gonna be a bit weird that your Demolish is not gonna overlap with your Colossus Smash, I guess. Although, can you even use it whenever you want? Oh, I guess so. Oh shit, this makes you immune to stuns, knockbacks, and force movement effects as well. Force movement is... Wow. Wait, the Demolish exists right now, right? As arms? This would have been like good on Dimensius and shit when you get pushed down. Slayer is the play? Okay, okay. But don't underestimate this utility stuff. More sorry for the timeout, sir. This is the summary you said. Oh, I can't click the link. The arms version of Inner Pain is once again shared with Fueled by Violence is now on the GCD. Likely to keep it working with the new tactician. Oh, otherwise you would get a tactician proc off of this. Basically a free mini cooldown similar to Spell of Like. Yeah, just the globals are not that free on Warrior, so but yeah, still okay. Sudden Death now triggers Tactician, which is pretty cool. Heroic Strike is down to 20 rage, but triggering from Overpower continues to make a mess out of the execute phase. Broad Strokes now gives max sweep charges, up from 6. It still can't exceed the normal cap, meaning it can't be used alongside sweeping strikes. Didn't understand that. Also pretty difficult to spend 24 to 36 charges in 20 to 30 seconds anyways. There are a lot of less effects on the tree and a lot more raw damage now, especially for overpower. New tier 3 gives access to practically all talents with the exception of Colossus, taking Bloodborne, Balfour, Lawrence Slayer taking Critical Thinking, Fatality, which is a bit odd considering Slayer no longer gets any more strike resets. Other than that, there's still very little difference between Colossus and Slayer playstyles or talents. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's continue looking at Warrior though. So I don't know about the force movement effect stuff or like the stun immunity that you can get. That's pretty nice. I'm learning things, even if it's nothing new. The most final strike to apply is deep wounds to all targets at 100% effectiveness. Sounds good. Shockwave stun duration is increased by 1 second. Oh. Wait, so is it 1 second default or? Oh no, okay. I thought I already had done it. Never mind. Reduces the movement speed of affected enemies by 40% after the sun ends. Whatever. Also knocks enemies into the air. Wait, it stuns and knocks them into the air? I guess it's when like the mobs are stun immune. That is such a weird thing to have in the Colossus tree. I would expect this to be like in the class 3 or something. Okay. Colossal Might increases damage dealt by your next demolish by 10%, staying up to 10 times. What was Colossal Might? Oh, it's disability. Wait, what? Oh, Mortal Strike grants a stack of... Okay, that's weird. I thought... Shouldn't these things, sentences, like paragraphs, be swapped? Mortal Strike grants a stack of Colossal Might, and Cleave grants a stack of Colossal Might when it strikes 3 or more targets. Oh, I see. Okay. I feel like they should have said that part first, and then the second part, or the first part. Crit damage of your abilities increased by 10%. The amount of damage blocked by your critical blocks is increased by 20%. Okay. Colossal Might increase the damage of your rend and the wounds. 5%. Interesting. I guess that's consuming that Colossal Might. Just to test that. So I have 2 Colossal Might, and I rent now. Oh. It's on CD. 684. Oh, it's like dynamically. Dude. Yeah. Interesting. So your leads are getting up to 10 times. Up to 100% damage increase. What the fuck? And this... Oh, is it again overlapping thing? Is it gonna go down to like 2 now or something? Does this ever get consumed when I do this? No. Oh, it did get consumed. Damn. Interesting. Return Crippler at midnight. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't know, man. I expected a much easier arms, honestly. I don't know, guys. I think I'm just getting old, bro. I just don't like these complex specs. Then again, I don't think I ever liked it. The only time I liked the complex spec, I think, was during Surrender to Madness, because it felt like it was worth it, you know? But nowadays, I don't know. I just like simple specs, bro. I like enjoying the game, and not my rotation is like, no matter, I've yet to see a boring rotation. Like literally even BM Hunter rotation is fun enough for me. Shout out to my BM Hunters out there. And I think this was the case when I was younger as well. I don't know. Things are always so overkill. I would much rather have a simple rotation and it like rotates and changes every patch how I play slightly, just adding like a small tweak here and there. Yeah, the fact that you can't move during demolish is kind of crazy. Didn't expect that. Okay. More circuit strikes increase your rend and the wounds damage by 50%. Oh shit. Even more. Dude, crit haste gotta be OP, dude. Like, the amount of interactions it has is fucking crazy. Your health is brought below 35%. Second wind, healing you for 12% of your max health over 2 seconds. Wow. They took second wind and fucking shot on it. Holy shit, I didn't know about this. I don't know what's worse, dude. Holy shit. I think this might even be better. What the fuck? Okay. Also, my increases damage. Oh, this is the 20% increased amount already that I saw. Damn. Okay, that's sad. Also, my increases the damage of your overpower by 5% per stack. Okay. Colossal Might's pretty strong. It's really weird that Demolish gets rid of your stacks, because having 10 stacks must be quite good, no? It feels like it's not worth pressing Demolish. But I don't know the numbers, maybe I'm wrong. That's why increase the damage of your rend and defense by 5% per stack, and then you have Shockwave, Cleave, and Whirlwind deal 5% more per affected target. Up to 5%, up to 5. Up to 25%. More strike, cleave, and slam damage increased by 20%. Bro, it's crazy. These talent trees are so fucking cooked when I think about it. Like, the AoE talents, you can fine-tune the exact amount of AoE versus single target you want to have. It's so crazy. I don't know. I feel like you should just have the option between like, yeah, I want AoE, or I want single target, or I want a little bit of both. What is this? Holy fuck, you can be like, I want exactly, you know, out of 10 points, I want to spend 3.275 into AoE and, you know, 6 point, whatever the minus is, to single target. Crazy. More strike, cleave damage, and slam damage increased by 20%. Or critical strikes grant an additional 7 close to might. You deal 5% damage and 5% less damage. Take 5% damage. Size increased. Fuck champ. Damage 5% grants 10% haste for 10 seconds and increases critical chance of your next model by 100%. And then Colossal Might stacks up to 10 times. If you would gain a stack of Colossal Might and are at max stacks, the cooldown of Demolish is reduced by 2 seconds. Oh. Enemies affected by Demolish take up to 10% more damage from you and deal up to 10% less damage to you for 10 seconds based on the amount of stacks of Colossal Might consumed by Demolish. Wait, what? Is that... Can you, like, use this as a personal? Wait, hold up. Oh, okay, it's just 1%. Okay, it's just not a lot. It's max 10% reduction. I guess that's why it's worth pressing Demolish, doing 10% more damage, 10% haste, 100% crit on your next mortal strike is pretty good. On top of all the damage. I feel now that arms players get 5% size increase. Yeah, I am so fucking hyped. You can't imagine, dude. Oh wait, actually we didn't look at the general tree. This is probably the most interesting parts are in here for me. Because it like has all the utility stuff, right? How does this work? Run at high speed towards a target location near your allies. Taking 30% of all damage dealt to allies within 3 yards for 8 seconds until you take at least 26.6k from this effect. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, you have anger management still as well. Wow. Works on Colossus Smash too. Holy shit, you have a lot of CDR on... Okay, I mean, it's fucked anyways then. Holy shit. Damn. Okay, wait. Before I... Let's just unspec this for now. Let's test this ability. Charge on location is kind of weird because you already have a leap. You have charge, and now you have charge on a location as well. Oh, it's very short. You have no target. What is he talking about? You have no target. We don't need a target. Huh? Need a friendly target or what? Of range. I don't get it. Thwart a target location near your allies. Oh, so there needs to be an ally near that for me to be able to charge there. That's weird. Why don't you just intervene at that point? That's an interesting one. I wonder if it's 26k like effective damage or if it's 26k directed to you. Because what you can do is like as a tank, like pop big defensives, right? And then that 26 damage is like 200k damage, you know? So you got like externals and shit on you and shield wall and whatever else you have. Maybe even spell reflect works. I don't know. This talent could be quite interesting depending on how it works. Would be insane if you can protect like some players by a lot. Although it's 30% max, so but still, it's still pretty good. If you can absorb everything, it's more like a Zephyr. Interesting. They have Thundercap, reducing by 20%. Applies rent to 5 targets. Ooh, shit. It's not really good for arms. Did Colossal Smash also apply rent to all targets? There's also a personal. That's crazy. What the fuck? Colossal Smash didn't apply rent to targets. Interesting. Ah, this looks like something you would spec for sure. Wonder how that works with deep wounds and stuff. Sounds like you might have a lot of self-healing. Yeah, you must have a lot of self-healing, no? On AoE situations with this. Goodbye rounds, nice. Yeah. I'm not feeling the ignore pain anymore. Reading so much about bleed increases and everything. You need to start see talent for Fury, kill or be killed. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, true. Where you get the Necro DK ability, where you're immune to dying. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's gonna be some crazy interaction there, 100%. I'm wondering what our Fury Warrior is going to taunt. But there will be something, bro. Okay, your attacks generate rage. Killing an enemy instantly generates 5 rage. Increase your movement speed. Battle stance. Wait, do you have like stances now still? Depends on stance. Battle stance gives you crit chance. And reduces duration of movement impairing your face by 10%. That's interesting if there's like something that's slowing you, but also at the same time, like on expiration does something in a raid or something. Battle stance might influence that, which is kind of weird. Entering defensive stance is just, oh, it's also reducing all damage to deal by 10%. Okay. You don't have Berserker stance anymore, I guess. At least not as arms. How does the respecking work? Can I do a defensive stance and then cancel it? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, it's also here. Okay, never mind. Um, a 15% reduction you can put on whenever you want. This is good, of course. Movement speed by 5%. Impending rush. 30% heal. Yup. 25-second cooldown. Cost 10 rage. Leap through the air towards target. Yeah, whatever. Does anyone use Heracleap for damage? I didn't know it still does damage, actually. That's kind of weird. It would be cool if it did more damage. But then you lose your ability to move. Kind of not worth. Thunder Cloud's radius is increased by 50%. It reduces affected targets' movement speed an additional 20%. Oh, nice. You can do a 40% slow as warrior. Damn, this is only a 6-second cooldown, by the way. And if you can get the... Like, this is where getting the longer bleed would kind of be insane. You put this... You put a couple thunderclaps, bro. What the fuck? You're healing yourself like crazy. You're like a DH. You have 8 seconds to kill the killer, otherwise you die. 5 minutes CD, funny talent. Yeah, that... I didn't know how many seconds exactly, but 8 seconds. Definitely some crazy interaction with that, for sure. Will be interesting. Okay. Then we have this. We have Stormbolt, 4-second stun, 27 seconds CD. When you take any damage shield for 2% of your maximum health, this can occur only... This is so random, man. These talents just need to go away, guys. What the fuck am I reading, bro? Pain and gain. Come on, man. Just cut some talent points. It's fine, boys. What is this? Peak design. That's right. 2% of my health every 10 seconds if I take any damage. Like, who's gonna do anything with that? I don't know. I think this is just so unnecessary. Reduces cooldown of Heracleap by 15. Increase your movement speed by 70. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Monster and Cleave have 20% chance to immediately refund 10% of that rage spent. I have a 20% chance to get 10% rage back. So I'm getting 3 rage on a 20% chance. Means I'm getting 0.6 rage back on average. That's another just unnecessary talent. Like, you sanity costs are another random talent point. Well, it's just like 0.6 rage reduction would also not be that interesting either. Like, they're just creating talents to like fill out the tree. I just don't think this makes any sense. But okay. Yeah, whatevs. Oh, second wind. Oh, second wind does exist as a standalone point. Oh, never mind. Okay, I misunderstood something there. Restore 6% health every second when you have not taken damage for 5 seconds. Oh, okay, this is pretty good. So 1% health every 1 second while you're below 35% health. Demand restoring increase. Oh, okay. I like this. This is interesting. This is a cool talent. It has impact. Rent. 4.8k or 20 seconds. So it's instant damage. All right. Maximum rage increased by 30. Yeah, that's a valid talent. Rallying Cry is 10% temporarily. Okay. 3-minute cooldown. We have healing received increased by 3%. All self-healing increased by additional 10%. There we go. Nice. Wow. It's not healing us just for 2% now. It's 2.2%, guys. Let's fucking go. Fucking huge. Oh, in fact, it's an and. So it's 30% healing received and 10% self-healing increase. So it's 13% if additively stacking. Or if multiplicative, I don't know how much, but massive. No, the 10% is actually all right. Yeah, this is actually okay talent, I think. Should manage to take by 20%, reflecting the first spell cast on you. All right, still exists. Still probably some interesting abilities you can avoid. Cooldown of Die by the Sword intervenes spell reflection, Stormbolt, and Pommel reduced for 10%. Successful interrupting enemy increase the damage you deal to them by 5% for 10 seconds. Oh, interesting. Okay, didn't know that existed. That you gain something from interrupting. I don't know if this is new. I'm surprised if this is not new, and our warriors never communicated that with us. Okay, I mean, I guess when was a warrior in the raid on a fight that had interrupts? Those are 2 talents combined. Ah, okay, that's true actually. That's weird. They could have just put the first part as a talent and then remove this and give the interrupt as a separate talent, but okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Piercing Howl reduces by 70% movement speed reduction. That's pretty big. 70% is the highest I've seen so far, I think. And all allies get 30% increase as well. Wow, that's actually... I wouldn't say that 30% movement speed is like fully ignorable as well. Considering such a short cooldown, you could actually do a Piercing Howl for your homies. I don't think that's like completely useless, depending on how many shamans and druids you have in the raid. Yeah, the speed one I see so the first time. But the slow is also 70, like because other slows got nerfed, I think. 70 is pretty big. And then you have the fear, which also slows enemies. Wait. Flee you, there was reduce damage mechanics. Oh, okay, but when the effect cancels, they're probably no longer slowed anymore, my guess. Fear and piercing, same row. Oh shit, I unspec by mistake, but she can spec this instead, and I wanna try this. Oh, wait, that happened by mistake. I removed the spell, but it's fine. Does this work? You can really feel the buff. I can't test the intimidating shout effect because these guys are immune to slow. Okay. Your shouts last 20% longer. I guess this is like impactful for PvP probably. That these are the same thing. So shouts last 20% longer. That's why it's 12 seconds. Okay. Cooldown Berserker Rage is reduced by 50%. Berserker Rage removes all movement speed impairing effects. Berserker Rage was... Oh, this thing, yeah. Removes all movement speed. Oh, okay. I didn't know... I don't know if that was a thing in the past. But that's pretty interesting as well. I don't think so, right? This movement speed impairing effect thing. I know Charge had something like that. But I don't see that anymore either. So maybe they changed it into this. It's no Slayer talents? Ah, okay. Wow. Wait, is this all like old stuff? This is I didn't know this exists as well. You can remove fear from your targets, from your group members actually. Huh. Could be interesting in PvE, in M+, I guess, because I don't know if this covers the whole raid. I'm guessing not. Okay. We go next in a sec. Oh, we went a bit too dark here. Strongbow, Shattering Throw, Breaking Throw. Oh, Breaking Throw still exists. Okay. Apply hamstring to all affected targets, reducing the movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. Okay. A bit random, but fine. We have the damage increase to absorb shields. Damn, that's actually a lot of damage. 50k damage. With one global. That's very nice on absorb shields. Gain strength equal to 10% of your armor. Okay. Some nice RP in there. Charge gains 1 additional charge and its cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds. Stamina increased by 10. Armor increased by 10. Moral strike deals an additional 5% damage with 5% critical strike damage. When you take any damage from an enemy with a melee range, you have a chance to strike the enemy for... That's interesting how that works. Okay, retaliation. Oh, the classic ability is a thing. Shockwave, slam, whirlwind, thunder deal 10% more damage, 5% more crit. A critical strike chance increased by 2. Critical strike damage for execute by 10. Holy shit, so much crit and crit damage interactions. Crazy, bro, the specs. Shockwave range has increased by 6 yards. Oh, so 16 yards. Damn. When it strikes at least 3 targets, the cooldown is reached by 15 seconds. Yep. While wielding 200 weapons, your damage is increased by 6, and damage is taken from area of affected axis but reduced by 4%. Okay. Weird, but okay. Wild strikes. 4% is the weird thing for me, but yeah. I mean, this is fine if because it's passive all the time, right? Whereas this is like a cooldown, that's why I don't think it makes sense here. Haste increased by 1%. Your auto attack critical strikes increase your auto attack speed by 10%. Okay. And then we have this new ability, grants you 3% attack power, grants additional 2% health and duration increased by 3 seconds. Radius increased by 100%. This was how many yards? 12 yards, so 24 yards. Wow. Radius increased by 100%. And cooldown reduced by 15. Interesting. I wonder if this is like a baseline, like guaranteed take spell or not. I mean, you will definitely go for anger management, I assume. And then you gotta get this somehow as well. Considering crushing force seems pretty good, I guess. And this seems good as well. So I guess you'll take this as well. Spear OP? Really? This must be better than a spear. Oh, the shockwave talent under it. Wait, what do you mean? Shockwave talent? Oh, you mean this? Oh no, I this is not my build or something like that, guys. It's just a default. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff I can remove here. I'd probably go for something like this. I'd probably this is quite competitive. I mean, this is not really needed, but actually getting this like CC is kind of shit as a warrior. I don't think that's worth. Oh yeah, this. Oh. I guess you have to pick this one. Oh, that's really sad. And M plus, you probably really need the intimidating shots to have an extra stop. A piercing howl is so cool. Yeah, something like this. Or I guess you don't need. Wait, you didn't read the last stand one. When your health is brought below 20%, you marshal your inner strength, increase your maximum health by 30% for 15 seconds, and instantly heal yourself for that amount. Yeah, it's just okay. It's not bad. Yeah, I probably would go for something like this. On like M plus or something. Stallion or a cheat death. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of abilities like this. I don't like my HP bouncing around too much. Like, instead just give me damage reduction, you know? And it just slowly depletes my HP and I can react and do something about it, or I can sleeper and die. I don't like it bouncing and like scaring me for no reason. Like, oh, I dropped low HP. Oh, never mind. I actually had the seal to bring me up. Or JK, I got overkill, so it didn't matter. It didn't heal me. That's a weird thing. If you have 21% HP and something hits you for 21% of your HP, this won't heal you back up. Like, you will just die. That's a weird thing with these abilities. Okay. Yeah, but is Warrior complex to play from this? Wouldn't say super easy. Oh, I probably wanted to do this first. Yeah, no, definitely not easy, dude. Okay, now it's easy. I have no procs actually. No, take it back. Warrior's a joke. I think the more haste you gain, the crazier this will get, though. Damn, 39 kickers. These are some big numbers. He's like a red pala. Yeah. I think with a little bit of practice, it's not too hard to play. I mean, in the end, you just press whatever glows, kind of. But probably there's some priorities there. But I wouldn't mind a bit more rage regen and a bit less procs would be, I think, cooler. Sometimes you get all the procs back to back, and then sometimes you don't get anything. That's a weird thing. Damage not implemented yet. No, unfortunately it's not. It's in the options, but it just doesn't show up. was just thinking about the Rage Starve. Yeah. I mean, the Rage Starve will get better with more haste. I have, like, very bad gear. Like, really bad gear. Like, it's just... I mean, actually, I could just equip the good gear, right? That should help with things, for sure. Went up by 112 eye levelness, I guess. Will be good. Okay. Let's see how that feels now. You see, like, I'm getting so many procs. I don't know, man. I feel like if you have a proc, you should be just pressing that proc. Like, you shouldn't have... I shouldn't ever be able to get 3 procs at the same time. I think that's a bit ridiculous. And also manage a dot up. So that's kind of a 4th proc if that dot is about to expire. That makes sense. Jesus. It's so hard to see your cooldown amount without like Omni CC. And then Mortal Strike City is also kind of a proc, if that makes sense. And your Rage going high is also one for Slam, kind of. I don't know. I'm disappointed, not gonna lie. I know some people like this sort of gameplay, just like a list of priority rules in their head. But I prefer the rotation a bit more rather than priority rules of... I have like 5 abilities already. And I can get any combination of them being ready at any time. And I need to pick what to press. It reminds me of Fury. This is like Fury and not like Arms to me. Arms would be more like... Alright, I'm like getting Colossus Smash up. Let's make sure my Rage is high as I enter. Let's make sure I have high, you know, at least 1 overpower stack available. And my Mortal Strike is coming ready. As soon as it's about to go ready, I'll Warbreaker and then I'll just pump, you know? That would be my preferred Arms. And then during Warbreaker, maybe you get like increased Rage regen and you get these procs. Maybe, I don't know if you really want to have procs. I don't think it's even needed. I would rather do plays with charge and like focus on that. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can still do it if you're really good, but Arms doesn't care about Rage in like 2 expansions, unfortunately. Oh, really? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of why I stopped playing at some point as well. I liked it more. I think it was like this on BFA, the way I said it more, where Rage was a lot more important. Okay, so that's Arms is basically the Fury with occasional breaks from pressing things. Whereas Fury, you typically don't have any breaks. But let's let's look at Slayer and then we look at Fury after that. So I lose Demolish, I lose Colossal Might, so my dots will do a lot less damage as well with no Arterial Bleed, with no Cute Cut to the Bone as well. No haste proc. Damage increases taken away as well, whatever. No shockwave knock-up, whatever that is. Your attacks against your prime target have a chance to overwhelm the defenses, trigger Slayer Strike, dealing damage. Going to use Sacrifice Executioner. Your execute damage by 3% or 12. Multiple stacks of Executioner may overlap. Okay. This again, they really love this multiple stacks overlapping mechanic. I don't know what you guys think about it. I think it's weird, bro. I don't know. I think the one time where it was like, okay, is maybe Druid Starfall. To make sure it's can be balanced. I want the Extendo as well. Give me 5 less buffs, but 1 buff that I need to actually extend. I think that's more interesting. This reminds me of the change from snapshotting dots to dynamic dots. It's kind of that same vibe. You don't have to track your buffs. You just blast. You just do a rotation. Not give a fuck about your buffs. Like at that point, why do they exist? Is my question. You know, I don't like it. Okay. Then we have immunodemise. Every 3 seconds you gain sudden death. Using sudden death accelerates your next blade storm. Striking one additional time. Max 3. Maximum sort of duration is unchanged. Okay, so my blade storm is getting stronger. And I also get like guaranteed sudden death now, which I need to make sure not to waste. So that's really weird. I guess you don't like bother tracking when you're gonna get this, most likely. You don't have like a Slayer strike counter, just kind of vibe it. Each strike of Blade Storm applies overwhelm to all enemies affected. Increased damage you deal to them by 1%. Max 5 stacks. Okay. 5% damage increase on targets. Charge increases your movement speed. Oh yeah, here it removes movements impairing effects. Or heroically reduce the cooldown of charge by 5 seconds, and charge reduces the cooldown heroically by 2 seconds. Interesting. Blade Storm puts you into a battle trance, granting you 50% haste for 8 seconds after you stop Blade Storming. Okay. Executioner. Blade Storm, I guess you press Blade Storm either right after Warbreaker or maybe even before into Warbreaker? Oh, sorry, when I say Warbreaker, I mean Colossal Smash. Executioner's duration is increased by 6 seconds. Wait, what was Executioner? I don't know. I don't know what Executioner is. Top talent. We're gonna see it, I guess, somewhere here. When overpower has its cooldown reset by tactician, your next overpower deals 25% damage and 25% additional critical damage, stacking up to 2 times. Is this again like overlapping rollover or something like this? I don't know. The stacks. Mortal strikers increase your damage if your name makes mortal strike. No. Crit even more OP. Next mortal strike after Blade Storm ends deals 50% more additional damage. Okay, each strike of Blade Storm deals an additional 10% damage evenly across all targets. You heal. Evenly spread. Wait. Each strike of Blade Storm deals an additional 10% damage evenly split over all targets. Wait, what is the difference of this versus just Blade Storm doing 10% more damage? Oh, does Blade Storm not hit every target? It does hit like specific targets? There was a time where I think Blade Storm had like an amount of hits and it wouldn't hit everyone. I don't know. This seems a bit cooked. Split between is the difference. But each strike of Blade Storm split. How is that the difference? Because isn't each strike of Blade Storm hitting everything? I don't understand. Lost, guys. Fuck it, we pick it. It sounds good. You go for 50% damage to sudden death. Alright. Some self heal. Every 2 strikes of Blade Storm, use automatically cast a mortal strike at your target or random nearby enemy. Oh, maybe this is like counting for that. I remember this ability. Overpower and execute damage increased by 20%. Alright. More strike and cleave, then it hits 3 or more targets have a 20% chance. How does mortal strike hit 3? Oh no, okay, I'm just stupid. It's just and cleave when it hits 3 more targets. Okay, yeah. So mortal strike has a 20% chance cause you unleash fury of steel, striking all nearby enemies for 8k physical damage and applying overwhelmed deals reduced damage. 8 targets. Okay, applying overwhelmed. What was overwhelmed again? Oh, this one. Okay. Execution also increases your execute critical strike chance and critical strike chance by 3% per stack. You need to figure out what executioner was again. Using execute causes you to both reduce the cooldown of Blade Storm by 3 seconds and apply 1 stack of overwhelm to your primary target per stack of executioner you have. You can use pummel and storm and bolt while Blade Storming. The last line is such a weird thing to make it bound to a hero talent, bro. What the fuck? Like, do you ever go like, yeah, I'm gonna go Slayer because I want to kick while Blade Storming? I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't be the deciding factor between. But I guess. Maybe like, right? So more targets means we'll split on every target 10% of the. Oh wait, what? We just different flat. Each strike of Blade Storm deals an additional 10% damage. Evenly split. I still don't get it. I just say I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. This doesn't make any sense to me. 10% gets spread out, not just 10% to everyone. But if every hit from everything gets spread out. Okay, let's make an example of this, okay? So let's assume like this guy hitting this guy would reach also this guy. So let's say Blade Storm does 10 damage to all of these. So now this guy, I would keep hitting them for 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10% of my damage that I do to this guy would get split across these guys. So each of them would receive 0.3, 0.3. Sorry, at 333, right? Wait, no. It is 0.3, 0.3. So 10% of 10 would be 1. So it would be 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. But then the same applies to this guy. So this one would also do 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. And this one as well, 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. Which is 1, 1, 1. I'm gonna Blade Storm and see, dude. I don't know what that just did. Let's say there are 10 targets and Blade Storm does 100 damage. One mob will shoot out 10 damage to all targets. We'll do the same, so everyone will take 190 damage. Oh, so, but you're saying that 10 damage is not split evenly across all targets. It's just 10 damage to all targets. Wait, isn't that what it says? Wouldn't it then be called each strike of Blade Storm deals an additional 10% of damage? 10% damage. To nearby targets. Isn't that what it should say? When it says evenly split, doesn't that mean that 10% is split between everyone evenly? Yeah, it's the example I gave, right? It should, if I do 10 damage to all of these, it should do 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. This one also does 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. This one also 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, which means they all get 1 additional, which is 10% of the damage. So Blade Storm does 10% damage, would fix everything. What do you think it were? Ignore even split. Oh, okay. So what Triplet says is true, yeah? It just it scales exponentially. That means like on big AoE is OP or what? Holy shit, stack like 1,000 mobs in Blade Storm, just pure destruction, dude. Something is sus about this one, guys. I feel like Blizzard themselves don't know how this works. Okay, but Slayer... I mean, let's play the same exact talents as Slayer and see how that feels. Oh, I guess I need to like use Blade Storm now, because actually it does something. Executioner... Okay. Oh, it was like a baby Blade Storm happened. Oh, I was almost overcapping on Rage. The first time. I did actually. My first slam. Oh, I should have more strike there. Oh, my sudden death can have 2 charges, boys, by the way. Oh, this Blade Storm is going to be big, guys. I think I'm going to use it with my Colossal Smash. Come on. Oh, this is big. Warrior sim crafters are looking at my rotation and are like, ain't no way he's like shitting in the APL so hard on the prio. Wait, I forgot to rent. I felt like something was missing. This explains it. Maybe you don't play Rend as Fury, as Slayer. Is that a thing? Feels like I didn't really need Rend, and I was a lot less things buffing my bleeds. That's why I forgot about it, honestly. I don't know what it is, but Slayer feels better. I don't know why exactly that is the case. Just feels better. Oh. But still, like, still not liking it. Like, there's too many procs. Oh, we just extended Colossus Smash. That's proc. Okay, you definitely don't Blaze Storm before Colossus then. Sometimes you get these like breaks because nothing procs and it feels so awkward. I know arms are supposed to be like that to a degree, but it's so weird to like slam proc, and then suddenly, there you go, break. Do nothing. That feels so weird. At that point, give me something to press, dude, with no rage cost, and just I slam it. Wait, why does display command not work? Wait, this won't work? Oh, our commands are case sensitive? What? I didn't know about this. That's crazy. Changing it right now. That means AMD is also case sensitive. Wait. Is that real? Holy shit, I've been living under a rock. Alright, Nightbot doesn't have it case sensitive, so I didn't think I needed to care. I need to fix that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, ARMS, of course, yeah, you can play it. It's not horrible or anything, but not the ARMS I was expecting. A little disappointed. A little sad. But it's fine. I can cry tonight off stream. I can join my son in just crying together a little bit. Alright, let's try Fury, guys. Continue off of Slayer, perhaps? You said Avatar has different effects also for... does anything change here? Bloodthirst does the things instead. Requires Blade Storm. We have Odin's Fury here instead. Didn't Odin's Fury also remove movement impairing effects or something like that? Didn't it like remove roots or something? I just gonna deal damage 20%, increasing your movement speed by 5%. Bro, tell me this. I don't know. Tell me this is not designed by an AI. Like, what? There's no way, bro. One spec has AoE damage reduction by 5%. Another one has movement speed increased by 5%. What are we even talking about? 5 fucking percent. These people... It just doesn't make any sense. Does it just focus on Odin's Fury so you don't run Blaze Storm as a Slayer? I guess so. Yeah, I remember something like that. Fuck it, let's pick it then. So Slayer doesn't even... I'm just wasting a talent. It sounds like you're not playing Slayer. I on Xbox is insane. It's from my era? What do you mean it's from my era? Avatar didn't have 5% movement speed back in the days, did it? There's no way. No, but Avatar didn't have this, guys. Avatar MOP, okay. Yeah, it just removes roots and snares, increasing your damage dealt. Where the fuck is this 5% movement speed coming from and why? Ain't no way, bro. This is some AI stuff again, I'm telling you. If this is not AI, I don't know nothing. It's like, the weird thing is like, this is AI like without even like any correction on top of that. It's like mass-produced AI. I'm okay with using AI even. Better than removing roots? You are wrong. You are definitely wrong. You're so wrong, actually. It's unreal. Holy shit. Couldn't have been worse off or like more wrong. This show already does that. Oh, I mean, okay, yeah. If you have Blade Storm and now like you have 2 talents, you're saying they shouldn't have both the thing. That's okay. I'm just saying like as looking at a talent. I don't know what this could do is like reduce damage you take by... Actually, no, reducing damage you take by a damage. Yeah, you could do that, like damage reduction by like 15% or something like that, or just nothing. Honestly, just damage you deal and that's it. Or grant you 50 rage, or like, if you want to like complicate these things, you can add a leap stack that you gain if you want. When you press Avatar, you get a stack of leap. Like I don't know, it's anything. But what the fuck is 5% movement speed, bro? Like at what point does it become irrelevant? What if this was 4% movement speed? Or 3, or 2, or 1? At some point it becomes irrelevant. 5% is like below that point already. I think if something is giving you like less than 30% movement speed, I don't think it matters. I think you can remove that thing. This is like a passive thing that you have perma. If you have perma, 5% movement speed, it's a talent here you pick. That's okay with me. But a cooldown that gives you 5% movement speed is just empty text. It's like saying I'll take 0.5% less damage during Avatar. It doesn't matter. Or I have 2% maximum HP increase. Like, why would you put these things in? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Or you gain 0.3% haste. Like, it's just like empty words doing nothing. Even for PvP, it's nothing, dude. This is nothing. There's so many movement speed increases nowadays in the game. This is nothing. On classic Warcraft, if there was no other movement speed, this would matter, okay. But, yeah. Even there, it's bad. I don't like this design or whatever. I think the person that designed this, if they would look at it, they would realize that this is bad as well. I think they're just not looking at it. I don't think anyone is designing this aside from AI. Yeah, or size, if it's RP, yeah, you can do size increase. If your size increases by 10%, 15, 20, 30%, 30%, I don't know, whatever, it's fine. You do get bigger. That's good. For some reason I can't use it though. Oh, because I didn't spec yet. Fury equals DPS talents, defense talents, and warrior tree, so no life or damage ignore here. Yeah, where's the endless thing that you don't die? Is this? Wait. Let's just go from the top and see, I guess. Oh, or is it under Mountain thing? There's no way, no. Okay, Bloodthirst, 4-second CD. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's just slam the dummy and see what happens. First of all. Okay, maybe keep buying these first. That it actually makes sense to my brain. Let's put this away. Oh. I have Avatar and Recklessness as Fury? This sounds like a mistake or something, right? I don't mind it. Rex pops a mini blaster, I think. Okay. We have both on Richard right now. Yeah, but I mean, they are going for this whole pruning thing arc, so I thought they would do only one. I thought I had read that they removed one of them, but I guess I'm wrong. I know there was multiple times where this was a case. Even in Shadowlands, you had Recklessness and Avatar. I think maybe even for both specs. I'm not sure, but still surprised that it's still in the game like this. I don't know if you would Avatar, see how big you get. That is about 5%, honestly. I feel like I should be moving about 5% faster. I need to get another weapon. Okay. This is this. Okay. Oh, do we have still the... I give it for 4 attacks now. Back in my days, you would get only 2 charges of that sheet. Yeah, I mean, Fury is the full, like, APM experience. There's no breaks, like I'm used to. And then there's just some CDs you pop, I guess. So during this, your spells no longer changes or anything. Do they have like different CDRs or something like that? Anything off syncing them? Doesn't look like it. To me, arms feels like quite exhausting for the damage you gain. I feel like this class should just be doing more damage if it's this much APM. I don't know if that makes any sense. Do you have like shorter globals as Fury or something as well? It must be, right? You must have like some sort of modifier, like back then you had it for Void form as Shadow. Your globals could go below normal global. Skills with haste. Oh, Enrage gives smaller GCD. Yeah. I know this is like a thing that always was like that, kind of. Do you still get Enrage from... How does Enrage work now? Because back then you would be able to fill gaps of your Enrage with the Berserker Shout or whatever. Berserker Rage. Doesn't look like it that you gain anything from this. No. Okay, I mean, we understand the rotation roughly. Doesn't seem to be... I think this seems to be actually more like what I'm looking for. Oh, but actually, I didn't use Rend at all. I don't know if I'm supposed to. You didn't used to play Rend when I was playing Fury. So I completely forgot about that. Anything else that I don't have on the bars? Seems to be way more straightforward than arms and fits my preferences a lot more. The only thing I don't like is the high APM. I think it's just too high APM. I don't know. What would be nicer is like if you had that high APM during your CDs, but then outside of that, it would just be a bit longer GCDs, just for your health of your fingers and hand. Render series weird. You don't need to do it, right? Just rampage and have permanent rage. Yeah. Okay. Just is that like your mastery or something? No. Oh, the mastery is enrage, and then becoming a user has Bloodthirst has a 65% chance, and rampage always enrages you. Okay. It was only 4 seconds though. Wait, does it like? Does that work? It feels like just trying to stare at my buff bar. I feel like sometimes the enrage is shorter or something? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. It's very short, the enrage, so you get immediately punished if you don't DPS for a split second. But also... you get it quite quickly back again, so yeah, whatever, I guess. Alright, let's look at the talents. Mastery charges, enrage versus enriching is increase your mastery by 15 and your leech by 3%. Oh, interesting. You can pick between haste and mastery and leech and speed. Okay. Like, I don't mind this 10%, 3% because it's like pretty much passively up all the time, right? So I'm okay with this. Interesting talent choice. Raging Blow has two tries, has a 25% chance to instantly reset its own cooldown. Yeah. Raises damage taken by 30%, and Bloodthirst restores initial 20% health for 8 seconds. Usable as stun when incapacitated. Yep. Bloodthirst always enrages you the first time you strike a target and has a 15% increased chance to trigger enrage. While enraged, your auto attacks can no longer miss. Oh. Your attacks have a chance to reset the cooldown of execute and make it usable on any target, regardless of their health. Oh, sudden death, okay. Enraged regen lasts 3 seconds longer, instantly heals you. Take 10%. I mean, this must be better, right? War Pain must be really good. I think you also have it right now already. Execute no longer costs rage and now generates 20 rage. Oh, okay. Whirlwind causes your next 4 single target attacks, strike up to 4 additional targets with 65%. There's 3 rage plus an additional 1% target hit. Yeah, dude, during M+, this feels so weird to me playing Fury, because you gotta always be in contact, always gotta be pumping. Like, I don't know. With the high APM, this was one thing that was, I think I played a little bit of Fury, this style of Fury in one of the recent expansions, and it was quite rough. I'd say definitely harder than like playing Mage and M+ or whatever. Raging Blow deals more damage, 100% additional damage when it hits 3% or more, 3 or more targets. And you have no stack of improved Whirlwind. Ah, okay. Yeah, enrages you. Replace a Slam. That's some leveling RP right there. Bloodthirst damage increased by 10%. Must feel good when you get this during leveling, though. Increase by 10%. Crit strike damage increased by 5. Bloodthirst deals damage for below 35% health. Bloodthirst has an execute as well. 1 sec. Okay. Bloodthirst critical strike generate 4 additional rage. Leeches 2k over 6 seconds. Okay. Well, how much does Bloodthirst heal you actually? 3% of your health every time you hit. That's not too bad. Rampage increases the damage of your next Bloodthirst by 10%, stacking up to 2 times. Each Rampage strike has a 20% to fund the charge of Raging Blow. Oi, oi. Raging Blow increases the critical chance of your next Bloodthirst by 15% to the critical strike. Dude, who's... it must feel so weird to change anything in these talents. Like, this is proccing that, this is proccing this, is increasing damage of that. It's like 3 buttons influencing themselves with like different RNGs so much. Kind of crazy. I couldn't keep track of this. I don't know if they can. Raging Blow increases the critical size of your next Bloodthirst by 15% until it critically strikes, stacking up to 5 times. This is also so weird because you're obviously not gonna, like, am I crazy? You're not gonna stack this up, right? Now it has 75%. Oh, wait, this is not expiring. Wait, is this like multiple stacks overlapping? Is this gonna disappear? Wait. Oh, it disappears when I crit, I guess. Never mind. Okay. That's interesting then. While improved weapon is active, rampage strikes all targets in front of you. For 3k deals reduced damage for 8 targets. Raging Blow deals 15% increased damage while enraged. Raging Blow has a 10% increased chance to instantly reset its own cooldown. This skill is usable on targets below 35% health. Its cooldown is reduced by 1.5 seconds. Oh, Execute has a cooldown as well, 5 seconds. Okay. Right now it's on 20%. Okay. 50% rage regen. Granting abilities 20% increased critical strike chance for 12 seconds. Okay. Execute inflicting deep wounds is the same. Bloodthirst, additional damage from your bleeds. Bloodthirst critical strike chance, increase the damage of your raging blow. Okay, Bloodthirst chance to enrage you is increased by 20. If you're enraged, Bloodthirst extends your enrage by 1. Oh. That's what was confusing me, dude. Sometimes I would gain like a shorter enrage, I was thinking, but it was just extending it by 1 second. I was so confused. Okay. Rampage increases your haste by 2% for 12. Multiple instances of this effect may overlap. Of course, another multiple instances one. Raging blows, critical strike chance increased by 10%. Critical strike damage increased by 10%. Okay, another one. Increases his own cooldown. Your auto attack damage and speed is increased by 30%. Holy moly, okay. This is all good. Execution is 5 additional rage and increased damage of rampage by 10. There is 5 additional rage. Okay. Bloodthirst critical strikes restore twice as much health and enrage you for 2 seconds. Bro, that's so crazy. It's another. What? The Bloodthirst can. Guys, let me get this straight. This is crazy, no? Bloodthirst has a chance right now that is manipulated by multiple talents to give me enrage. Then it will also increase the duration of enrages on me by 1 second. Then, when it crits, it will give me another enrage for 2 seconds. What the fuck? I feel like this is just like left, right, center, like random talents like thrown together on a talent tree, bro. Is this crazy? It has 3 different ways to enrage you. One is a 1 second ascension, one is a 2 second enrage for whatever reason. And the other one is that is guaranteed when it crits only. The other one is a percent chance to just enrage you like normal. And the side, you don't really need to know any of this, I'm guessing, while playing. You just press your buttons. It's just weird, bro. Okay, now this is the interesting part. When you would sustain fatal damage, you instead fly into an unstoppable rage, becoming unkillable and immune to movement-impairing effects for 8 seconds as you seek revenge on your would-be killer. If you would kill your killer in that time, you emerge triumphant from your blind rage with at least 20% of your max health intact. If you're not victorious, you die. Yeah, that's the good stuff. This effect can only occur every 5 minutes. That's some crazy shit, bro. I really wonder how it works when somebody else kills your target. It kills your killer. But like you have like you're also damaging it. Like how does it work in a raid setting? Did anyone test this? That's something I need to know for sure. Activate recklessness generates. So instead of avatar, you can also empower your recklessness. Generates 50 rage while recklessness is active. Raging below. Oh no. And while recklessness is active, raging below and bloodthirst are replaced by crushing below. Oh, it does have that. Just more damage on crushing and the bleed effect on bloodthirst. And then Rampage has a 6% chance to grant recklessness. 4 seconds. Oh. It's probably good to combine together. Holy fuck, we're done though. Damn, this was rough. I don't know, these talent trees seem so weird, bro. I'm telling you guys. There's gonna be a massive talent tree overhaul. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be a big overhaul. This stuff is way too overcooked. Okay, didn't even look at the epic silence. During recklessness, critical strikes fuel your thirst for blood, granting you a stack of Rampaging Berserker. Rampaging Berserker increases your strength by 1% per stack and lasts for 20 seconds after recklessness ends. How does that work when I pick this? Come on, proc me a recklessness, dude. Proc me a recklessness. Proc me a goddamn reckless. Now it will proc on it. No. Okay, just doesn't want to proc. It was 6% to be fair, I think. Holy fuck, will it ever proc though? I got my next recklessness up. Come on, within this region, I just wanted to proc, bro. Please. Is this talent bugged? Am I trying for no reason? How's the little one doing? Bro, he is so energetic. It's crazy, actually. He's a wild boy, guys. Like, I cannot believe that babies can be this different. Comparing my daughter to my son is crazy, dude. Wait, oh, was it proccing under a different icon? I saw that icon for a sec. Holy fuck, how many buffs do I get from my rotation, bro? What is this? There. Rampage damage increase. Oh no, I did get it. Okay, so I got 3 stacks. Can I extend these now? Let's see. At 13 seconds. Huh? It's expiring. Wait, this is horrible. Am I gonna lose all my stacks now? No, it did extend. Come on, give me another recklessness. That would be the dream. Can you just get like crazy RNG procs or what now? Give me recklessness. I'm so confused how this sound works. At 2 to 3% frog. But he was testing it as well. Okay, I'm staring at my HP bar, my buff bar, so I can't see. Oh, there we go. It extended again. Will it extend? Dude, that's insane. You can get some crazy procs here to keep your strength up. That almost like it feels bugged. It doesn't look like it should work this way. Oh, it expired. You can do some really sick extendos with that. I don't know how much this extra strength is good, but must be nice, right? Oh, here it just started stacking again. I guess it got expired once. I guess it can also go in bad way. When the debuff ends before your recklessness ends. Such a weird thing. Doesn't seem like it's intended to me. But yeah, Fury is super easy to play in terms of understanding what to do. But actually doing it is making your hands sick. And also, if you actually have to... I don't know if you actually have to think about your buffs and do anything based on that. But that sounds crazy, bro. With all these buffs happening. Also, not picking Bladestorm when you get it. Bladestorm talents is weird, so I'm probably not gonna play Slayer. But yeah, I don't really have the time to test Mountain Thane anymore. All the brain power. I'm gonna go prepare for the Paris trip tomorrow, guys. Oh, here you have Avatar as well, and you don't even play Avatar potentially. Interesting. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna peace off. It was a short stream today. I wanted to make up for the weekend missing, and also wanted to shout out the DISPLATE that's coming out, guys. Try Balance Through it. I did try Balance Through it, actually. Balance Through it, I only tried on dummies, though, I think. I didn't try, like, extensively. I also tried a little bit off stream. But yeah. If I had to pick, I would pick Druid above Warrior right now. Sure, yeah. Alright, before I go, guys, I don't have the display myself because delivering to Turkey is a disaster because the customs just takes away things and they don't give it to you. It's very messy, the process, but you guys can get it. I don't know how many... Oh, they don't... Until 1.2k units are sold. I'm gonna guess that this will sell pretty quickly. So if you're interested in a display, do you guys know what displays are? They are behind me. If you don't know by now, that's kind of crazy looking at our streams. But they have a limited edition display that came out today. And I'm gonna guess that it will be sold out within a week or something, if not earlier. That was like the case with the Lich King sword that they did in the past as well. If you're an ILLIDAN fan and if you want to get this display, make sure to give it a look. Click the link. Go through our link, of course. Don't go to displate.com directly. That's toxic. And you can also use our... actually, I think our code works on this as well. I'm not exactly sure. but I think it should work. I think it's Echo RWF or Echo Salon. I think it's Echo. It should be automatically applied when you press the link, which is like a little bit better than the code on their website typically. And yeah, the cool effect of the display is, of course, is textura. They don't have the thing where I can play around with it, like show you the different angles, but it will have like a light reflection. And the cool thing is that it glows in the dark. That's what got me really excited to get this displayed. It's in Germany for me. I'll take it back when I come from the race war first. But yeah, it's they don't bring limited editions back ever again, so it's the one and only time. Full FOMO, but it is what it is. The glow in the dark is kind of sick. Yeah. To be honest with you, I'm not like a big fan of this picture, but I'm a massive fan of this one. So I don't know how exactly the glowing works. I know it like stores light and then it won't glow forever, right? It glow like there's no an energy source. It will just store light. It's like the stars that like kids have and they're like the baby rooms. So if you never have a light in the room, then it won't work. But if you have like a room light, when you turn it off, it should work. That's my experience with these things. So yeah, make sure to check it out if you're interested. Here, there's like a nicer video. Yeah, like as I thought, like you see the light's reflection, right? So I think this is actually not a nice photo because it feels like it's like super textura and like there's like crazy light reflecting, but in reality, it's like when you tilt it, it will reflect like this, but otherwise, it will look quite normal. Like you see this part here and this part. I think this picture is not that nice. I think in reality the display is nicer. Like I like this way more than what it looks like here, for example, right? And then in the dark, it's OP. Yeah, that's it. Do they offer worldwide shipping? No, it's not worldwide. You gotta check there. We had a race for first displayed winner, and for some reason, for example, Northern Ireland didn't work, but outside of that, UK did work. So there are these exceptions. I'm gonna guess Russia doesn't work. I think Japan and stuff doesn't work as well, but I'm not sure. It might work actually. I don't want to say wrong things. Just try like putting the country in, and it will tell you. Yeah. These are so limited. Like we weren't even able to get this to more than 3 people in Echo, and what was it? I'm not even allowed to give away one on stream and stuff or on Twitter or something like this because like they know it will get sold anyways. Just like if you check their limited editions, like all the old stuff is all sold. This one was pretty fucking good as well. This one here. And we weren't able to get a single one of these guys, yeah. We were only able to get the ILLIDAN because we're WoW players pretty much. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for the stream, guys. And I'm gonna go prep to head to Paris Games Week. See you there if you are listening, Baguette Brothers. Make sure to show up and high five us at Paris Games Week or at each spot after. Bye-bye.